10 ways to get out of the rat race. 10 ways to real financial freedom. Excuse my slang. So, this section of the video, the sound was pretty bad in the background. Somebody was just blasting Mariah Carey from their car. Shout out to Mariah Carey, but I was trying to focus on number one, mindset awareness. Mindset. A lot of people may or may not even click on this video based on their mindset. So reprogramming your mindset is a whole process. Just mindset based off of your mind, like literally determines where you came from and where you're going. And writing it down is like crucial. I'm not this genius editor, but I don't really need to be with having a board in front of me. So shout out to anyone and all of my supporters watching the video, and anyone, even if you're not a supporter, who's just looking for change. There's definitely all sorts of change right on your phone, right on YouTube. Mindset starts with mindset. Once again, shout out to you if you took the time. It's the beginning of an amazing mindset. You took the time to even get this far, and you might even take the time to hear the message, mindset. Okay, so mindset awareness. I chose mindset awareness to be first because it all starts with what you see, hear, and think. Your perspective and your thoughts literally is gonna make or break. So mindset, and we've been hearing that since we were children and teenagers, and it sounds so simple, but it's not. It's not. If you're not even aware that you're not aware, or you forget, you didn't write it down, you lost your notes, and just aware of anything, your destination, where you're going with your life, your personal goals, your business goals, your financial goals. If you're not consistently and consciously aware of a detailed what you want in a roadmap, or at least one or the other, or both, then you're not even aware. So many of us say we're aware, and then we go through our days and we forget. So to me, that's not awareness. So two, once you're beginning to be aware that, hey, I'm aware that I'm not aware. That's the beginning of consciousness. Then the reprogramming starts. What was in the right here? Reprogram. Open mindedness. In order to reprogram oneself, you now have to be open to what you wasn't open to before. Just become that child, become that sponge. Become your inner child again. absorb info. Okay, but the reprogramming is info that you desire. Info that you desire. Info that you desire. Info that you desire. Okay. And now, repeat. 30 days, or let's say 1 day, 7 days, 30 days, repeat. So reprogramming is one day at a time. It's literally day at a time. You have to begin to remind yourself, just relearn. And reprogramming consists of this is big. Unlearn. So many of us are in these fucked up situations, excuse my language, because of what we know. The information that you have is outdated, and does it serve you? Don't serve you. Maybe no more, or never did. So many of us have all this information, and yet we don't have everything at the snap of our fingers. We have all this technology and computers to work for us and people to work for us, and we working for people. Does the information that you have had up into this video serve you? So that's the beginning of the reprogramming of your own mind. Three. Okay, so we got mindset, and the beginning of being aware that you're not aware. It's the shift, the beginning of the shift of your thoughts, reprogramming of your thoughts. Repeat that. Here's some books to reference. Here's some books. The 4 laws. See, look, I was wrong. It's called the 4 agreements. 4 agreements. I would also start any holy text, any let's put religious, any religious. They're all good. Especially if they're good and positive. Any religious texts. Yeah. Another book I would read is Think and Grow Rich. Napoleon Hill. Read Blink. Can't remember the in what. No, I mean who, not how. Who, not how. Who, not how. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so read, study, study, daily, study daily. Study daily is study daily. Study daily consists of the first 3. Write it down. Write it down. Write it down. Very important. Very important. We as adults, write it down. Phone notes. Phone notes. Put it in phone notes. Paper. Still the best. Paper. Audio notes. Why do we forget about audio notes? That's a form of writing your dreams down. Put it in the phone. We spend so much time on the phone anyway. Like your phone in writing down your goals. Like that is, your phone, like your phone. Your phone. Your phone can literally get you your phone. But without the right mindset, you are, the only thing left is you're a consumer. Like you just, consumer. Excuse me if my spelling is off. We don't want to just be consumers, just buying stuff, giving our time and attention just everywhere, and you're not getting any liberation. You're not, if what you're putting your time in and your money is giving you freedom, then you're winning. But if you're putting your time in and you're not getting daily freedom, or just more insight towards your roadmap and your goal, and again, you ain't even put it on paper, put it on audio, put it in the studio. Artists, all our artists, this is what I did. I became this singer, I became this artist. I put it in songs. Studio songs, I put it in songs. Like, when do we tell the kids and the people that whatever you want and desire, put that shit in a song? We hear so many of us putting the opposite in songs. We put in what we don't want, the poverty that we live, the death that we don't want to see, or that we're like, why would you put, I'm guilty of these things too. But now I'm more conscious as a songwriter, as an author. Write it down. So, number 5. Let's get into learn the law of the land. Learn the law of the land. Learn the law of the land. 6. 6. Burn your bridges. Burn your bridges. Burn your boats. Burn your boats. Burn all your boats. Burn all your boats. 7. 5. out who your find out who your emergency contacts are. We're gonna go into these in a way. 8. Oh boy, we're running out of space. 8. Mastermind. Let's just put family / community. We're out of space. Okay. We gotta get rid of stuff. We're recording, so it's okay. Emergency contacts are. Okay. All right. Let's go into it. So, learn the law of the land. Let's speak on the U.S. So USA. Okay. So, if you're a U.S. citizen, America is totally equipped with a system to support its citizens in every aspect, every aspect. So let's start with an example. Let's start with an example. Okay. Let's say I'm a father. Father, dad, plus mom, 3 kids. 1, 2, 3. A family. Let's say we're American citizens. Now this may change based off of where you're from. The law of your land has a big factor in your journey to not just financial freedom, but just freedom. The law of your land, where you were born, it has a lot to do with it. So your fight can be harder, your fight not be that hard. Us Americans, this is why I'm doing this video, because it's really not that hard. We make it like it's about money, I can show you. Even without money and without all of this stuff, you can still obtain financial freedom. So, if a man with a family has 0 income, that man, since his mindset has changed and he's reprogrammed himself, and he really reprogram himself and repeat it, because reprogramming himself is not a one-day process, it's a process, a whole process in itself. They know what they want. and they're an American, they have zero income, they can go to Uncle Sam in any state. Uncle Sam, help me and my family with food, shelter, clothing. Literally, shelter, program. But like I said, their mindset has changed. So, their fears in order. So they're not in fear of being in the shelter and the criticism that comes with getting any government help. We in this country demonize using the aid and using our own system in our own country to support us. Like it's demonized. Going to the shelter and getting help and being in a program and not that's demonized. Like I said, let's say a family of 5 has no job. The kids are in school. Obviously the kids are in school. But mom and dad have no jobs. They have no income coming in. Okay, cool, no problem. They learn the law of the land. Now, mind you, basics, because the laws go heavy, basics. And I'm not a lawyer, and this is not legal advice. This is ministry. This is motivation. So, distracted by YouTube while working for YouTube. Their food and their shelter and their clothing is taken care of because of the government. They're in a program. They're in a program. The program says, hi mom, hi dad, we're gonna support you only in the event that you and your wife both get jobs and get some income coming in. Dad and mom said, okay. How long you gonna support us? We'll support you for 6 months. Okay, cool, no problem. 6 months. 6 months. Food, shelter, clothing is not an ability, not a liability at this point. It's not a stress. It's not a factor. Do you know for 6 months, not just for 6 months, what mom and dad can do is go back to number 4, business plan, excuse the writing, business plan. Okay, remain unemployed. This is where we fuck up, all of y'all. This is where we all fuck up. Unemployed. Remain unemployed so you can become self-employed, in which you gotta create the mindset to be self-employed, reprogram yourself to be self-employed, repeat. They say most businesses fail in the first 2 to 5 years. Repeat. You don't really get to this until you Write it down. You've got goals, short term, midterm, long term, short term, long term, aka business plan. You're learning the law of the land, business law, government law, county law, state law, federal law, international law. Okay, so let's get back into it. They're taken care of in this program by Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam just took care. So now they got no bills, no bills, no bills. And they have time. They have time, the biggest factor. And they have 6 months. They have 6 months. Mom and dad take 60 days, 2 months, 60 days, to hunt for seed money, seed money. Now, let's pause this for a minute. So let's go to 6. 6. Burn your bridges. Let's say you learned the law of the land and you learning other approaches to paying your bills and taking care of your bills. Many ways. I don't want to get into discharge your bills and in the terms, none of that stuff. I'm going to keep this really layman's term because I'm still learning all of this. Now, you've already burnt your bridges, burnt your boats. Burning your boats. What does it mean to burn your boats? To burn your boats means when you have no plan B, you have no escape. If a mom and dad is homeless, then that means they may or may not have any emergency contacts, or maybe they do. Maybe they have no one that they can stay with, but they have an emergency contact. Okay, great. But 6 has already been done. Or let's say they quit their job. Quit 9 to 5. Quit 9 to 5. Quit toxic environments. Quit toxic environments. Quit. Toxic environments. I was going to say quit toxic thoughts, but that's mindset. We already started that. Okay, now, 60 days. Mom and dad is going crazy to find seed money. What is seed money? A lot of us don't talk about seed money. Many programs, including the government, at every level, federal, county, city, state, and I'm saying, I've done some research, not for every state, obviously. There's a term called seed money. Seed money is the same thing. It's startup capital. Startup capital. We never go to these programs and tell them, we never do. No, me and my wife are farmers. we're self-employed. We're just looking to get some land. So you see where I'm going with this? Like a dad and I mean, farmers. Example. Let's say YouTubing, farmers, double money. Now, mind you, they get the kids. The kids are also at school. The kids are also in school. Networking. Productive. The kids are networking in the event. I'm giving the kids lessons and tangible items and information. And I know you might say, hey, how? You have no money coming in. You're staying in a shelter. Our mindset is changed, so our pride, we don't have pride. So what we are giving to our network and how we're making friends that are not bullies. These are not children that bully our kids. Our kids are they go to school and they're motivational and they're able to build a network because they're motivational, because they're honest. They're simple. They're simple, and even in this day and age, in this technical world, they're able to make friends, network. They're able to network through relating. Poor people can relate to rich people, but I guess rich people can't really relate to poor people. And it's not even poor, it's let's say me and the family, the dad and the mom don't have much. So, but what they do have, and what I'm not saying, is that this dad and mom has a new mindset. So the kids have it too. Because it's spread. It's around you. Everyone is moving and interesting because of the switch. And my kids don't have much. We don't have much, but they're still able to go to school and make friends. Me and my sister did this. This is based on real life. We had nothing yet. We were still. She had her friends. I had my friends. Like we ain't had nothing. But anyway, it's possible. So now the kids have a network. Mom and dad got their seed. Mom and dad fought the shelter, fought the program, refused to get a job, and finally found seed funding. Boom. They found seed funding 3 months. 3 months. Wow. Having the needs taken care of while being in a shelter. The same system that will pay for us to go to school and pay for us to get a house and pay for us to get all of these things will also pay to have you start a business. We never think about these things though. We don't go this route. It's usually pride. Nobody wants to get help or be in a shelter or program because of this. You see where I'm going with that. That mom and dad and the kids, the kids use their network that they've made with children. Children come with parents. Mom and dad, after 6 months, the business starts. Business starts. Have customers already. The children have the customers already. Women and children can promote any brand. That's why all of the brands are using women and children to promote all these corporations. Women and children, business, and network. Children have customers already. Customers. Okay. So, now, find out who's your emergency contacts. Find out who your emergency contact basically means. Who's your ride or die? Who is your emergency contact? What friend or family would act as not Uncle Sam, but a support system to give you and your family, like this is, again, that's an emergency contact. And I know it sounds crazy, but no, an emergency contact. Somebody's in an emergency. I take poverty seriously, like an emergency. It's mindset. It's serious. So who's your emergency contact? Who will you lend money to? Who will lend money to you? Who in an emergency can you call on? Life or death? Truth or lie? Truth or dare? Like, okay, so find out who's in your corner. You may have no one, you may have some people in your corner. That's a part of, that they are a part of this whole formula as well. So that got that knocked out. 8. Come together. Come together. Come together with your emergency contacts, which your emergency contact now becomes your board. Your board members come together. Board members. These are the people that you're gonna get rich with. These are the people, life and death. These are the people that you can leave your children with, that you can leave your assets with, that you can trust, like the bank. We don't even know these banks. We don't know some of these government entities either, but they take care of us, and we rely on police that we don't even know. So you can definitely, anyone who is really close in an emergency contact, if you have an emergency contact, you potentially have someone in your life that you can change your life with. That is life or death. That's how this should go. Okay, now the mastermind, number 8, is the coming together, the formulating of the plan with your mastermind. 9. Can we see? Yes, you can see. Scale up. Scale up. 10. Repeat. 10. Daily, weekly, give thanks to self, family, give thanks to self, family, thanks, and praises. Give thanks and praises. Give thanks and praises. We're going to say, listen to God. Because earth, mom, dad, give thanks and praises. You're rich, you're successful. Give thanks and praises. Okay, so let's review. Number 1, mindset. 2, reprogram. 3, repeat. 4, write down desires. 5, learn the law of the land. 6, burn all your boats, burn all your ships. It's supposed to be burn all your ships. You can Google this. Google that term. It came from it's an actual burn all your ships. It's an actual study. And it came from, I think, the book called Art of look it up. Burn your ships. 7. Find out who your find out who are your ride or dies. Find out who, and you might have to, I don't know, maybe you went through something, you might have to use memories, you might have to prank them and find out who is there for you if it all falls down. Got to find that out in advance, not when it falls down. You got to find that out in advance. And mastermind with them. Build with them. 9, scale up what you have with your circle. 10, gratitude. Gratitude is So what I'd also like to say is a lot of us in the Western world have a Western mindset. So a lot of us are becoming conscious and waking up and reprogramming ourselves, because if you call yourself educated but you don't have no sense of proper history and just who you are inside and out, and just repeating that, and there's nowhere currently that you have your goals and your stuff written down in any form, that's an L. And again, learning, learning is not your job, but learning universal laws, learning, the laws of the community, learning who's lending in the community, learning who's in your, learning the laws of the land. Burn all your ships means drastically just unplugging. Unplugging. You gotta unplug from the matrix. No 1 foot in, 1 foot out. No, you cold turkey unplug. Number 7, find out who are your emergency contacts in the event that you decide to unplug from this matrix that we've created. A lot of us created for ourselves. Build with those people that you know that are not judgmental and will still support you in the event that you have a mindset change and not call you crazy. Scale up with those people and give thanks and praises to the Creator. Thank you.